Hi, Capricorn. This is Just with your October 14th, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Capricorn, this week, some of you, creativity, maybe a bit of a challenge. Trying to get clarity about a money situation could be a bit of a challenge. You trying to find a different way to create money, create another stream of income, or change your business for the better may be a bit of a challenge for you. You may feel like you may feel like the money isn't coming in as much as you would like. Or just, what do I do with this now? Now that I have this money, what do I do with it? The best thing is not to do anything, right? Not when you're at a place where you're a bit confused or you're not clear on your next steps forward. Some of you are trying to get out of a job. You're trying to. You may feel like a decision that was made was against you, okay? And it was almost like every man for himself. It's kind of what I'm getting at. Every man for himself. So even if somebody that you could have depended on disappointed you and they were out for themselves, and it was almost like the baby was thrown out with the bathwater. And you're now just recovering from a disastrous situation that could have been worse than what it was. So you kind of did land on your feet, Capricorns, but you still have to pick up the pieces. Okay. That may be a bit of a challenge. I do see if there's been any ill will between you and others, someone is going to try to make it right, but it's almost like they can't make the situation right. Money is not going to do it. Yeah, you can pay it, and it could be you. You can't buy their affection. You can't buy their forgiveness. You can't, or they can't with you. Nothing's going to work to try to make the situation be better than what it is. If you have to work with them, you will. Whatever you have to do, you'll do whatever it takes to make the bleeding stop, if that makes any sense. But there's still going to be the elephant in the room, if that makes any sense. Focusing on your work, but also possibly seeing an opportunity that you feel like you were supposed to get pass you by, not being chosen for an opportunity that you feel you do deserve. But you may, it's like a silver lining in it. So you may see the silver lining in the situation. I do see money coming in for you guys. So, expect money to come in, and there will be even more money coming to you as we get into next week. And financially, you'll be able to get to a better place for yourself. But it's not, it's crazy. I think it was you guys. No, actually, it was Scorpio. But I did see monies increasing for Capricorn, but it's like a peak and valley. It's like a waxing, it's like an ebb and flow. So money comes in, then it kind of goes down a little bit. Money comes in. That's why I saw it before. And now this is a situation where, again, someone is going to try to make something right, whether it be you paying restitution, trying to make something right. And it does make the situation better. But you still have work to do. There's still work to do to get exactly where you want to be, because you're not there yet. And you may not be there for a little while. It may take a little bit before you can get to a place where you feel like financially you're where you need to be. As far as being stable, you're where you need to be. You kind of have to hold off. You really have to do it right so that you don't have to repeat it. Okay. So take your time, because it is going to take some time, but you will start to see results as quickly as this week. And again, you have some karma too, just like I was speaking to Libras. Libras may be the cause of this karmic situation, but it could be any sign. And again, it is trying to make right of a situation, and it being very difficult to do so. Okay, maybe because someone is being very difficult in it. Or you may be blocked in a way that doesn't allow you to make it right the way that you would want it to. And you could be taking some losses as a result of something that has happened in the past. It could be something that perhaps you did that manipulated a situation, or you weren't seen in the best light. And now you kind of have to pay for it for some of you, right? But who doesn't have karma to pay back? So everyone actually is having some form of karma to pay back. And for some of you, it may have to do for some of you, it's in any area, but for some of you, it's an area of finances. building yourself back up. It's almost like you feel like you're starting all over again. And the opportunity that you feel you should have had, or where you feel like you should be by now in your life, you have to now take the steps appropriately to do that. I do feel like you're going to do it. Capricorn women absolutely is doing it one step at a time. And Capricorn men, you're going to break out of this situation, whatever it is. It's karmic. So that means that it's a very destined time that things will change for you, but it will, and you will get this fire in your belly to move forward without any cause, without any doubt, without any second guessing. So things will be changing for the better for you guys. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but I do see finances improving and increasing. Whatever you missed out on, or whatever you feel like you're supposed to get and you didn't, don't take it personal. It's just not meant. You're obviously meant to be someplace else and to be doing something else. So now let's look at the elements around you and how you can gauge the interactions with others. If you guys are dealing with fire signs, I feel that you'll be able to come to a peaceful resolution with fire signs. And it may just be that you don't communicate. And that just creates the peace between the two of you. But whatever, this fire sign may be willing to work with you or work a situation out. And they would be very cooperative toward you at this time if you're dealing with fire signs. Now, if you're dealing with air signs, I feel like there's a karmic tie between you and air signs, especially if you're dealing with a Libra. So you may be now dealing with the karmic fallout with an air sign. Or you may get some type of judgments. It's about communications as well. So hearing something that you feel is going against you at this time, there could be communications with that, judgments. If you're in court, you will feel like something is unfair or the judgments are going against you at this time. But clear communications with air signs. But again, you're not going to like what you're hearing from them. You're definitely not going to like what you're hearing from air signs. If you're dealing with earth signs, I feel like I said, your finances is going to increase, and it will be ebb and flow. So it'll go up, down, it'll be an increase in that sort of thing, but it's going to get better. Your finances is going to get better. If you're dealing with earth signs, I feel that they will be willing to start something new with you. So you may start a new business with an air sign. You may be able to create something new with an earth sign. Excuse me, I said air sign. You may be able to create something new with an earth sign. I feel like they will help you get out of a financial rut if you are dealing with an earth sign as far as business is concerned. And earth signs, they may not be able to have the vision, but they will be able to help you now. So down the line, that may be a bit of a challenge, but right now they'll be able to help you and they'll be able to give you a little bit. It may not be everything that you need, but they may be able to help you through right now as best as they can. If you're dealing with water signs, I feel that water signs right now may be hard to reach. You could also not be opening yourself up to water signs. So they may be trying to be there for you, but you may not be open to whatever they're offering you. It could be anything, but right now you may be at a place where you can't accept what's being offered to you from water signs. So, there's that. And I feel like when it comes to your emotions this week, I feel like you get a lot of attention. Some of you may not want the attention. You may not want what you're being given. Or you want something very specific and that's not being given to you. Okay. So it may put you in a funk, but I do see an ebb and flow, like highs and lows when it comes to your emotions. So let's get into your love life. For some of you, you're going through a divorce. And you're doing whatever it takes to get what you deserve out of this divorce, out of this breakup. You want to come out on top. At the very least, you want to land on your feet. Some of you may feel like you're going to do whatever it takes. So you will talk, communicate, manipulate them, use whatever control and prowess that you have over someone so that you get what it is that you want. I feel like you guys will probably meet in the middle and not want to argue and fight about anything. You just kind of want to resolve the problem if there is one. Someone before may have made it very difficult to hear your side of it, to understand where you were coming from. And I feel like no one wins in this situation, Capricorn. You didn't win. They didn't win 100%. But at this point in time, you just want to start a new chapter. And some of you may already have someone in your life to start a new chapter. Leo is very prominent here. So if some of you live are dealing with Leos, definitely look back at that Leo reading, because some of the cards that was in Leo's reading is in your reading. So some of you could definitely be dealing with a Leo. You may be landing on your feet with a Leo. So you could be leaving one person behind, and you're getting invested and involved with a Leo. Now, some of you may be buying your time and waiting for the right time for someone to get out of a situation, is what I see as well. There could be some interference in a relationship. Someone wants to come out of the cold and fix a situation. That's very clear here. And they're willing to let bygones be bygones because they just want it to be worked out. And you may be open to that. Like, okay, we can have a talk, and yeah, I'll hear you out. And, if you're asking me questions, I'll share with you my feelings, but make no mistake about it, I feel like after that, you're going to hold back. So you may make a person believe that everything is okay, but then once you hang up the phone, like they don't hear from you anymore. They're blocked. Or that's kind of it. So some of you could be getting closure from a relationship. Some of you can meet someone and everything is going fine, but then you just realize that I'm just not ready to start dating again, and completely cut the person off at this time. Definitely wanting to come back to a new relationship, come back to an old relationship, wanting to work something out, you guys have very strong feelings for somebody. And somebody new isn't necessarily going to resolve the problem. A rebound isn't necessarily even going to work at this time because you're still focused on someone. But there is somebody who may be trying to show you that they're the one for you, and you may be taking them up on their offer. It's not gonna be easy to convince you or to put you in that place where you're 100% ready to move on, but you will make an effort. You will be willing to do it. Now, I see some of you possibly getting engaged. Some of you could be attending a wedding, going to some type of social events, and there you will meet someone. And you could see it coming. This could be someone that you already know, that you've already had your eye on, or that you find the person attractive, and now you're going to this event and knowing that the person is going to be there, and then things start from there. So definitely opportunities in love, closing one chapter, opening another chapter, finding out whether or not you're ready for this new chapter in your life, and concluding an old chapter with someone who possibly needs you more than you need them, but you may be willing to give them a sense of closure, give them a sense of understanding before you yourself shut the door on this person. That's what I have for you guys. In the extended, we're going to look deeper into this relationship and find out, because you want to come out of the cold, or someone wants to come out of the cold with you, and they want to work on things. So is this going to work out down the line between the two of you? Will you accept? Will they accept? And if so, what's going to happen, not just this week, but months to come? We're going to also look at Capricorn singles and see what's happening for you guys months to come. We're also going to find out what the challenge is. What is this person hiding? What aren't they telling you? And what are they feeling deep down inside, among other things. So if you're interested in the extended, click that link below, and we'll finish with the rest of this love reading. For those of you who would like something personal, you can click the link to my website and set something up for yourself. If you would like to share, please leave your comment in the comment section below, because I would love to hear from you. And if you're new, welcome, and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Capricorn.